I'm a lover of philosophy, and one of the things that I love studying so much when I'm just free is things to do with the psychological factor of human existence. I have come to find something when it comes to critical thinking called fallacies. Fallacy is simply defined as a mistake in reasoning. Now, there are some fallacies or analogies that I can refer to as fallacies because of how they impact us today, and you are still so much sleeping that you don't realize the impact that they're having to us. Now, one of the analogies that I want to bring onto us is an analogy that was given some days or maybe some years back by those who gave them maybe understood the meaning of them. But we, the now generation, have taken these things in literality, but we don't get into the deeper meanings of what they really mean. One of these analogies is a statement that goes, "What a man can do, a woman can do better," which was just brought in to make the ladies do what they are doing, or maybe to up their game and get to a threshold that the outcome of whatever they are doing should match the outcome of what men are doing at the end of the day. It wasn't meant that ladies should stop doing what they are doing and start doing what men are doing. Now, let me ask you a question. When they stop doing what they are doing and start doing what men should be doing, then who will be doing what ladies should be doing? Look at where we are headed with this. Another thing that comes in is the issue of empowerment. When the term empowerment comes into the picture, what it really means is that you should make someone do something better, and that thing should be something that he or she was doing before. Therefore, when I come to empower you, I should make you a better person in terms of your deeds on whatever you are acting upon. But nowadays, whatever definition we give to the term empowerment is a different thing. Because we have taken it to competition. We have grown some grudges within these two genders, that ladies feel that they should be above men, and men feel that they also should maintain their position. And therefore that competition brings about an unhealthy thing that comes to exist between the two of these genders. Now, whatever happens is this: one is to complete one another for a completion of the family. We have a family that is the basis of the society today, but we nowadays tend to celebrate things that are out of the family itself, and therefore we celebrate the rise in the number of professors, the rise in the number of ladies who are doing engineering and doctorate and all those big courses, but the families are rumbling and crumbling and crashing down here, and we think that it's business as usual. These things are destroying us, because I have an engineer or a doctor who cannot cook, who cannot bring up a child in the right manner, just because they took all their time in education, which is, yes, okay, but how do you balance your life? There are some things that make you as a person, and there are some things that are just about you. Your education will help those who are around you, but whoever you are to yourself, or however much you become aesthetic to that family of yours, is what they really see. They don't know your doctorate, they don't know your PhD or anything. What they really see is what you bring on the table as a mother, as a husband, as a sister, or as a brother. Now, long ago, the society made or brought a lot of their focus in bringing up a person who could bring up a great family and a society that was in line. And therefore, when it came to the issue of academic things and cognitive domain, you had to struggle to bring all your up together. But nowadays, the opposite is true and evident, that the society only makes or maybe brings the focus alone on the academic and cognitive domain, and you have to bring your up together in terms of your value and worth to your family, your friends, and even the society itself, because you are only taught how to derive equations, how to bring about everything to work, maybe in companies and everything, but you're not taught, or no one takes interest in teaching you how to become a better person from within, an asset to those who know you. And therefore, we should therefore take interest in being people who can be valued in the society. But if we take this fallacious thinking of competition and trying to be better, we'll have professors who can't take care of families, we'll have doctors who can't cook, we'll have engineers who knows nothing about child bringing or child upbringing, and then we celebrate that for the society. Yes, we'll develop, but we'll rumble and our joy will be dead. And therefore, these fallacious thoughts should be placed aside. We should get back to the crossroads of what they were doing back then, that families could stand and society could enjoy the dependence that was within. But nowadays, look at what happens. I have a man who is in campus working hard to at least be able to provide for the family someday. And therefore, this family should depend on him in one way or the other or in a greater deal. But here we have now women who are working to be independent and not working to help or support the man in the family. So when I'm working to provide for you and you work to be independent, how are we going to meet together? Your work should be working to bring something on the table that we can be dependent on one another to bring up something good at the end of the day, and know that you work not to depend on me, because no one is a one-man army, and therefore you need someone to survive. That is why we come together, we connect in terms of family, and we come up together. But if everyone wants to go their way, then you're losing, we are doing nothing. Because nowadays you have people say that, I can do without them, they can do without us, and all that grudge is building up. And yet from within, we need one another. You need the man needs the woman. Stop having that silly grudge. Stop having that pride. Stop having that fallacious thought and get to the deeper meaning of whatever you should be doing. If you are a lady, know what a lady should be made up of and be that. If you're a man, know what a man should be and build yourself to be a man and a husband of a greater substance. And stop the fact of bringing up things to cover for your mess and your weaknesses in the name of, nowadays modernization has come in. Nowadays you don't do things like they were done in the past, and yet even that modernization itself has failed to give us peace. Let's stop thinking that and get straight to what we should be doing, and at the long run we'll have an amazing society. But in this manner, with the competition, nothing is going to come. Let's collaborate and bring back the creativity and the power to connect together, that we can have a greater society at the end of the day. That is my point and my take on this matter. And I know that you have also yours, but think critically before you act upon something as a man or a woman.